You are now tuned into Somewhere in the Middle with Soonie and Mo.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, Dawn on the beat.
Hey, I got so many ups.
Everywhere I go, I
got so many ups.
so many ups.
I know they plotting against me. I know it's hate, they wanna kill me, but please don't tempt me, cause I got so many glocks. Hey, ain't none of them empty. Jesus said they would hate me too. That's how I know it's envy. I got so many ups.
What's up, y'all? Mo's eating. Just let her have a moment. We're swapping spaces. Usually I'm eating breakfast, but Mo's like, bro, I need a snack. And I was jealous because I don't have snacks.
So I went and got a whole salad. This was my...
Still, that's a snack. I want that. I can't just
worry.
go, like whip myself up a salad real quick.
I got cheese sticks.
Oh, I don't want... See, come on now. You just ruined it with that. If you would have said strawberry sticks or like strawberry shortcakes. Bro, strawberry shortcakes are so good. I'm sorry we're like on a food tangent right now, but like...
What is a strawberry stick?
In Japan, they have these sticks that are strawberry shortcakes.
Oh.
And they have the same sticks that are like sweet potato flavored. Oh my God, it's so good.
That sounds gross.
It's good.
Am I the only one that eats string cheese like this?
No, my kids do that nasty shit.
I don't got time for all the peeling.
Landon, wait a minute. He said my big back ass need to be eating a salad.
Man.
Don't call yourself big back.
Oh, big back. I know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They changed it. It used to be wide back. They used to call them linebackers.
Big back just sounds more appropriate.
Is it more insulting?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a bigger back as a fat person? Do you really?
Yeah, you got a big back. Especially like when you sitting over eating. Like when you're sitting, when you like hunched over your plate, your back look hella big.
That's skin though. That's skin. That's not back.
No, dude, your back is wide.
Has your bone structure changed? Like what?
Your bone, you know? No, like your whole body like gets like so much pressure on it because of the weight that everything just kind of expands. It's like when you're pregnant, your hips open up.
Expand?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That sounds like a lot. Like, I couldn't imagine carrying a big back around.
Well, I can. I used to be a big back, my damn self.
I'm too small. I'm too little for that.
I used to be. Dude, but when people see me, they're like, oh, she's small. Like, people look at me and they're like, there's no way you used to be 420 pounds. And I'm like, yeah, I was a big back bitch.
Wait, I'm 5'1", 120, and my back is huge.
Some people just have wider
talking about their back size.
Some people just have wide shoulders.
How big is your back? Let us know.
Are you wide and all outside?
Did you you took that from me, didn't you?
What? Wide and all outside? No, I've been saying that for years. Wide and all
outside. For real? Okay.
Yeah.
There was something I said, but you were like, girl, what?
That's pretty much everything.
Oh, I said rotund. Rotund,
yeah. That's pretty much everything you say, though. I'm like, what?
For real? Dang, that makes me feel a little slow.
Hey, Mad Cow. Welcome, welcome. The Wingstop and beef noodles got me like that.
Beef noodles sounds gross. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Why does it sound gross? Like ramen beef noodles? I think he's
I used to see, look, I used to like beef flavored noodles until I came back to Japan and really like immersed myself.
Yeah, the food's different. Mm-hmm.
I can't go eat ramen now. It tastes nasty to me. In a package.
I know. You know what? I feel the same way. Like I like real authentic ramen, like the way it's supposed to be. And I'm like super picky about the noodles. Like they have to be like a little bit of a wider noodle. They have to have a certain consistency. And like Dave, he's so used to like top ramen that he can't even fathom eating like real ramen.
See, my husband is he can like flip and flop. He can eat ramen like it's regular ramen. And I'm like, don't even taste the same because he can put like an egg in it. He puts all sorts of fancy stuff.
He fancies it up. Mm-hmm.
but I'm just like, I can't do it. By the way, I just had this thought. If you guys eat seaweed chips, try teriyaki seaweed chips. And
Those
just
are
make
bomb.
rice. Make onigiri. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Onigiri.
Yeah.
Do it.
And you scoop up the rice with the seaweed and then you can put like a little bit. What's the seasoning called?
It's just rice seasoning. You put it on top.
That's so bomb. And then you could just scoop it. Like I just scoop it and eat it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Onigiri. Go try it, everybody. I just helped you like culture your palate.
Yeah. Dude, I eat those seaweed, those teriyaki seaweeds like on their own. They're so yummy.
They're good, aren't they?
Man, I gotta stop eating.
Welcome to the food channel. You said you gotta stop eating. Okay.
Yeah, because I love to eat.
Guys, do us a favor. Please share this live. I don't know what's going on with the numbers, but we have way more than 9 people watching us on a weekly basis.
Yeah, what is going on with the numbers?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Do us a favor. Get on your Instagrams and your Instagram groups. And if you're on Discord, send a notification that we are live in your groups. Send it out. Please, please, please. We need to talk about the screenshots that I sent you. Because hello. I'm not gonna say names. The ones that I just sent.
Oh.
Probably less than an hour ago.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say names. We're just gonna talk about it in a general sense.
Well, yeah, I need you to tell me like who are these people because I was lost. I was like, what is this?
I can't tell you who they are, but I can
Okay.
I can tell you. You know, I can tell you what I can tell you.
Why can't you tell us?
You want to know why? Because
She can't even tell me.
I like continuing my stream of content, right? From this specific place. So I just don't use names. I'm talking about Discord. I'll just talk about it in a general sense, right? So nobody can be like, don't say this around Soonie because she's got to go on the show and talk about it.
Like they are with me when I come in there.
Don't do it.
See, this is why we can't go viral because Soonie has standards.
Oh, come on.
We have to be like, listen, we have to be cutthroat like everybody else and just be like,
I am cutthroat.
Just like Candace did and like expose Ben Shapiro. We need,
you know what? Speaking of Candace, you ain't about to do that. When is she coming out with the big shebang bang? Because I'm tired of waiting.
You didn't get your moment last week because you left early to really talk about this subject.
Yes.
Do you want a moment? Okay, let me play the Big Booty Judy intro and then prepare your Candace monologue. And then and then we'll come back and we'll all listen to it since you didn't get a chance.
Big Judy, big booty Judy. What? Big Judy, big booty Judy. Big booty, big Judy, big booty Judy. Stop. I wanna see you move it. Yeah. Big booty Judy. Big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy. Got big booty Judy. That's big booty Judy.
Big booty Judy.
It was really just an excuse for me to keep eating. You saw me pick up the fork the minute I hit that song. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Wait, do you guys hear the crunch?
I don't like ASMRs. Please spare my eardrums. And you better not swallow. Oh. You ain't shit. You did not just do that.
Does it sound cool? I've always
wanted...
Well, I'm not people who like ASMRs. Does it sound cool?
People who likes hearing sloshing around the mouth.
Okay. Let me put myself on mute while I chew.
Yeah.
You go ahead. Here's Soonie talking about
Candace. Okay. Well, last week you guys talked about her and Ben Shapiro going back and forth on the internet, setting up a debate, her needing certain conditions to this debate, which really ticked me off. I don't even know if a debate is going to happen. I don't know if they agreed to terms of what's going on now because I have not looked. I'm going to be honest. I've been boycotting Candace for the past week because you need to come out with the shebang bang. We need to sit around the table and have this ponderosa and you could tell us all the stuff you've been hiding. I'm so tired of waiting. I was right. You're milking this situation now. You need to hurry up. If you want to debate Ben Shapiro, it shouldn't matter where you guys debate. Sit down and have that conversation if you're being truthful in the stuff that you're saying. Why do you need something moderated? Why do you y'all can't sit down and be adults and not holler and scream over each other? Like, was the situation that bad at Daily Wire? Which one? What is it? They did agree to terms? You'll have to send that in. Let me see. Let me see. Let me look. We can look together. Let's pull this up on Twitter.
Now, I do agree that Ben Shapiro is the ultimate Jew for even suggesting that they do it on their platform and just say, oh, we're not going to put ads on this, so we're not trying to make money. Fool, you must think we're dumb, okay? Just the fact that you and Candace are going to have a debate is going to bring so much traffic to your platform. You know what I mean? So I agree with her. And I think they do need to have a moderator because those two are very strong personalities and it'll just be yelling back and forth if they don't.
I don't think they will yell.
I think Ben will.
I've never heard Candace yell in a debate.
Ben will.
Where do you see they agree to terms at? Because I'm still.
Oh,
I don't know.
Carly's talking about. So I read through the entire Twitter dialogue last week, and Candace said, basically, when I get back to London from London, we'll talk. That was the terms.
Bitch, you better hurry up. You better quit playing with all of us and hurry up.
They haven't decided where or when. Now, I really appreciate because Shakana, she made a post last week. I don't know if you saw it, Soonie, but she was like, she took a poll and she was like, Shakana is Bryson's wife. She took a poll and she was like, who would win the debate, Ben or Candace? And she let people vote. And then her next slide said, do you really believe Candace is well-versed on foreign affairs in Israel, between Israel and Palestine, that she would truly be able to debate this subject with Ben? Yeah. Not that she's not right about her sentiments about it, but just solely based on the fact that can she argue it past? It's just wrong.
Yeah, I think any debater who, I don't want to say any debater because some people come to the table unprepared, but anybody who is at the level that Candace is at, where she's sitting with presidents, senators, world leaders, like she's a political commentator, but she's like next level political commentator, right? She doesn't go into anything unprepared, in my personal opinion. I could be super biased right now, but I would imagine that given this is a subject that you are kind of going viral for again, this is like Revolt all over again, except for we're talking about foreign news. I would hope that she came prepared with everything that she needs to know about the situation, including the history of these two warring entities.
Yeah.
I don't think she would walk into that debate unprepared. I just don't. And I could be wrong. I just said it. I could be totally wrong.
Well, I think she definitely will prepare. I think that's part of the time that she has before she gets back from London. Right. But if it had to have been right away, I don't know that she could have really truly debated it like Ben could have.
Well, he's solely gonna come from his background and having certain history known. Like this, to me, it's kind of like putting someone up against a black person that has not studied black history. That's what it's like.
Right.
So yeah, he'll have a leg up on her in that regard, but I don't see her. I just don't see her losing this discussion. I think if anything, Ben Shapiro is going to get super emotional while she remains completely calm, and she's going to wipe the floor with him. I think she's going to treat it like she did with all the rabbis she's had contact with. What's that guy she just had on?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Not Shmuley, but oh god, what was his name? I don't. Who fucking cares?
That dude,
But okay, aside from the Ben feud,
Mhm.
what do you okay, so she also alluded to the fact she's like, wait until you guys hear everything I have to tell you that I've been holding in for so long. What do you think she is going to come out with that
That
we're gonna
most
be
of these
like,
people that most of these people are paid talking heads. I really think and she's gonna come out and say, bro, they're all a part of the same fucking party.
you
There
think she's
is no
gonna get
Republican and
greasy?
Democrat. I do. You don't walk away from Daily Wire publicly, like go after Daily Wire, which is Ben Shapiro. That's who
Mhm.
everybody thinks runs Daily Wire at the end of the day.
Right.
You don't do that unless you got something crazy you're about to say. Now,
Mhm.
if she come, I'm telling you right now, bro, if we get to the shebang bang, the Ponderosa, and it's some bullshit,
Like it's not juicy enough for us.
it ain't even got to be juicy. It needs to be truthful. Like you're coming out and saying, bro, this actually happened. This happened.
No,
Like,
I need it to be juicy.
I want her to like educate the masses on what politics really is behind the scenes. Look, I'm
Yeah.
over here with like
And journalism, media.
that too.
Yeah. Not that we
I
don't know.
just want her to tell the truth. But you know how people are. They have confirmation bias. I can sit up here and say everything Candace said 30 times over.
Yeah.
But because Candace says it, it's taken differently.
And that's what I was going to say. Is I feel like you and I are going to be livid and upset because we're going to have to just prepare yourself mentally because we're going to have to sit through all the people posting clips from like things that she said and it's going to be exact of things that we said. One of the things being, I kind of wonder, is she going to backtrack on the Steven Crowder thing?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
She's already been on Twitter trying to set up an interview with the wife. And she said to somebody, I don't know who she responded to, but she was like, I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying if I didn't have all the information that I needed. You're on the wrong side of history
From
with
the
this
wife.
one.
From the
That's
wife.
what she said. Now, Candace could absolutely be being biased, right? We've seen an emergence of the conservanazis. That's what I call them. They call them feminazis, but we need to label them. These are conservative females that are acting like feminazis. So I'm calling them conservanazis. They're coming out of the woodwork with a lot of these conversations. So she could potentially take that archetype on with this subject. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope she does
this. When she does this interview, because they said it's not going to be behind a paywall with Ben. Okay. We need to live stream it.
Doesn't he not want to live stream it or something like that?
I don't know, but I don't think she gives a damn what he wants. It's not up to him if it's not. Well, it's not up to him if it's not on his platform.
Well, yeah. Why would you put it behind a paywall? Like, she's going to appeal to the average person who's tired of the bullshit. That's Candace. That's going to be her whole rollout. Is independent journalism.
Yeah.
Get away from Fox News, CNN, the Daily Wire, and then people are going to flock to that. But it's okay because we've been doing this for a minute, and I think this is our lane.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is what it is.
I'm just gonna
ride the wave. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ride the wave and take Mary Jane along with me so I can remain calm.
Oh, see, you got Mary Jane. I gotta sit here and tolerate it sober. I gotta sit here and tolerate it sober. All right. Well, I still don't see that anybody has liked our video, so whatever. I see how it is. On my page, if you're watching from my page, you can go ahead and give us a heart from there. Or if you're watching from, they wouldn't be watching from Facebook because you're not connected to Facebook.
I'm not connected to Facebook now.
Oh, you know what? That could be why our viewers are low because I think a lot of our viewers come from Facebook.
No, most of our viewers are watching from the somewhere in the middle page.
Okay.
There's 10 watching now. We usually have between 10 and 17. Hopefully, we're hoping to increase these numbers. There's no way you have these two people on the show and we're stuck at 16. Come on.
Come on now.
Come on
Marlena
now.
said, Soonie got Mary Jane. I got little Debbie. Oh, I felt that. I feel you on that one. That's probably who I'm going to have too, Marlena. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Man.
Oh,
We're going to be all right, y'all. What are our topics, though?
All right. Our topics are this. Obviously, Soonie's been posting a lot about the Trump Truth Social post on his abortion stance now. So we're going to talk about that. And if you saw our thumbnail to this video, I put a few of the quotes with the dates he said it. But Trump has actually changed his standpoint on this 13 times, going back and forth. So I'm going to go through each of those times. I'm going to actually, over the past 25 years, okay, I'm going to, welcome, Sandra. First time listener, Sandra Roberson. Everybody give her what's up? Anyways, so we're going to talk about the Trump abortion comments. And we're going to talk about who else is kind of flip-flopping on that. We are going to I wanted to talk about the video that's been circulating that is Diddy supposedly naming a list of names of people. It's a very cryptic video, but I wanted to just bring it in for a small little conversation. Then along the same lines of the Diddy conversation, and you'll find out why that is, we're going to talk about the video that's also been circulating of the female United Airlines pilot going woke pre-flight, and people started walking off the flight. People started walking off the flight. We're going to play the video for you guys. I'm going to share some information there. Then we're going to talk about South Carolina basketball team, women's basketball team coach Dawn Stanley. She made some statements on transgendered people in sports. Today there was a video. I don't know if it was like kind of a la Project Veritas type video that showed a CIA officer / FBI official admitting that they set up problematic right-wing journalists to silence them. So we're going to play that video. And then California has once again raised minimum wage, and it's causing all types of problems. More people are losing their jobs. So all you people that thought that this minimum wage hike was a great idea, first of all, I don't know why you didn't learn your lesson the last time they hiked wages and Domino's Pizza quite literally laid off all of their drivers. Okay, to be able to make that. And if you guys haven't noticed, going out, not just in California, but everywhere, there is automated kiosks replacing human beings. So those of you people that think that giving minimum wage people, or if you are a minimum wage worker and you think that this is a good idea, keep listening, because we're going to tell you why it's not a good idea. And then obviously we always hit you guys with some last minute shenanigans.
Funniness. Laugh sometimes.
All right. So what do we start? Where do we start?
I think we start with what most people are going to tune in for to hear. Yeah. People.
The abortion.
Man, the amount of hate that I'm getting in these comment sections is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I commented on Trump's hold on, let me pull it up. I commented on Trump's True Social tweet, and then I commented on his statements after the True Social tweet. Why am I not logged in anywhere? Like, this is ridiculous, bro.
Soonie got a new phone, and she basically got logged out from everything. While she's pulling that up, I'll pull up the original Truth Social message that came up. It said this. It said, I will be putting out my statement on abortion and abortion rights tomorrow morning. Okay, this was like 2 days ago. Republicans and all others must follow their hearts and minds, but remember that, like Ronald Reagan before me, which that's not the first time he's made mention of Ronald Reagan. So we'll talk about that. I and most other Republicans believe in exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. Great love and compassion must be shown when even thinking about the subject of life. But at the same time, we must use common sense in realizing that we have an obligation to the salvation of our nation, which is currently in serious decline, to win elections, without which we will have nothing other than failure, death, and destruction. We will not let that happen. We will make America great again. So I think in that last line, I think he's basically saying to you, listen, I know that this is a kind of a hard pill to swallow that I'm saying this, but we got to win, right? So don't let this upset you too much. Don't let this upset you too much, people. Because, let's just keep our eye on the prize. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Part of me understands that because y'all know, and I said this to Soonie, I'm not running for president. So don't take what I have as an opinion as like, don't let it upset you. Right. I'm just an average, everyday citizen. I have a right to my opinion. I don't have like the very broad exception that he has of like, what is it? A threat to the mother's life or whatever. My only little thing with abortion being completely illegal is when it comes to children in rape and incest situations where they become pregnant as a result. I didn't say women, okay? Because y'all women be lying sometimes, okay? My little problem is with children that are in these situations. Like it just gut wrenches me to think of making a child carry a pregnancy to term, from never mind a rapist, just in general for a baby to be pregnant with a baby. That is my only little thing. So will this whole thing keep me from voting for Trump? No, I'm not going to lie for you because I don't want Biden. I don't want Biden. My vote has to go somewhere. So that's my stance. I don't know. Soonie's like, you little liberal.
Hey man. You must have saw my video. You saw my video, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I was like, man, shots fired. Pew, pew.
But it wasn't shot. See, and you know what's crazy? What's crazy is that is exactly how people took it. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. It pissed me off because I'm like, first of all, you're sitting here acting like I'm lying. Second of all, you're acting like definitions don't matter. So like you can't conveniently pick it up and put it down when you feel like it. A concession on language is literally a concession on common sense. Like, how don't people see that? I've been getting attacked left and right for that video. Mm-hmm. I had to put out 2 different videos to explain my reasoning. So I just started asking questions because a lot of people were bringing up the same things that you were. Well, what about rape? And what about this? We live in reality, guys. And in reality, people lie. They do. How many doctors do you know that are going to turn women away and say, prove that you were raped? Second of all, when do you go to the doctor? Because if you report your rape and you go to get a rape kit, they give you a plan B, is what they do. Mm-hmm. How long after the rape do you have to go get this abortion? And then once again, how does this woman prove that she was raped? How do we involve the state? How do we involve the justice system, law enforcement? Like, it's like nobody's thinking about how all these things are going to lead to government overreach. But like, if the state shouldn't determine what a woman can and cannot do with her body, then why should the state be involved in what she decides or decides not to do with her body? Mm-hmm. Either way you look at it, it's the state being involved. And they're still granting you this abortion, should you need it.
Right.
Why are you attacking me? I'm asking the hard questions. And if you're okay, not you, I'm talking about the people in general. And if this is something that you do agree with, and you do agree with letting exceptions slide, then you're not adverse to change. And it's perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine to be a classic liberal. Some of your favorite politicians were classic liberals. Trump is a classic liberal. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing. I just don't get it. Is this an updated statement?
This was a day ago, but we'll read this. This is quite of a long statement. Okay. So he said, people forget fighting Roe v. Wade was right from the beginning, all about bringing the issue back to the states pursuant to the 10th Amendment and the states' rights. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about anything else. After we won, Marjorie Dannenfelser of SBA and Lindsey Graham started saying, no, let's go back to the federal government with 0 weeks. And when they got nowhere, they upped it to 6 weeks. And more recently, they upped it to 15 weeks and were obviously willing to take the number upwards and upwards and upwards because they were getting nowhere with the Democrats. And they never will, because the Democrats would never give up on this issue, no matter how many weeks the Republicans went, even if they went unlimited abortion. We had a great victory. It's back in the states where it belongs and where everyone wanted it. The states will be making the decision. Republicans are now free to run for office based on the based on the horrible border, inflation, bad economy, and death and destruction of our country. You see, and now I like him again. You see?
I don't disagree with him there. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He's doing what I talked about earlier off camera. This is optics, bro.
Yeah.
Trump's like, this is going to help me win. And this is exactly what I said in the video. I said, if you're okay with something like this, just come out and say what you are.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
right?
just own it.
Conservatives, y'all have been gang banging. Y'all got these people afraid to come out and say, I'm liberal.
Yeah.
But I like Trump.
Yeah.
Y'all got people afraid. And my next statement was, this is really what Trump said. I'm trying to win. I'm going to say what I need to win. Period. It's okay. But lying to yourself is not. And coming to me with, well, abortion should be legal because women get raped. Excuse me. Okay, they do. But how are you going to use this as a reason for birth control? Because that's what abortion truly is. We need to stop lying to ourselves about that as well.
Right.
And how are we going to prove it? These are just the follow-up questions, because there's going to be legislation that comes after this.
Yeah.
If you're wanting women to be allowed in cases of rape, incest, and life of mother, there's going to be some legal ramification, especially if it's illegal in that state.
Yeah.
Abortion could be illegal. And on the opposite side of that, it means that you've done something illegal, which means you committed a crime if you are going to get abortions outside of the reasons that they gave you. So how is the state going to be involved? That's really all I'm asking. And people are so they're calling me self-righteous.
Yeah.
You're on this moral high ground. And I'm like, I'm literally asking the hard questions that you're not.
Yeah. And you know what? I think it's because people are so afraid of that liberal word. Like, what do you mean I'm not 100% conservative? Like, what do you mean I'm not going to heaven? You know, people, that's why I really want people to listen to this show, because there's people that are going to agree with what you're saying 100%. And then there's people like me who don't really like fall maybe far right, don't fall far left. We are truly somewhere in the middle. And you guys need to be okay to stand on your square if that's what you truly believe. And sometimes say, you know what? I too go back and forth like Trump. Like sometimes I understand, like, you know, like for instance, Soonie, like for people who are new here, if Sandra's still listening, you did a great breakdown of this actual statistics, you guys, that show. And I will say statistics are, you know, you have to be careful, right? Because they only measure what they gather. So it did show that women aren't reporting abortions due to rape. They're using it as birth control. Okay. Just, this was an unwanted pregnancy. It wasn't the right time for me. I have too many kids, whatever. So the statistics show that rape is not a common reason why people get abortions. And I know that people will say, well, that's because a lot of women don't report their abortion. And I understand that as well. But none of that matters to me. Like, I'm just going with my heart. Like, I don't really, I'm going with my heart on this. And I just can't get that little thing out of my mind. But other than that, I am more against abortion than I'm for it. 99.9% of me is against abortion.
It's,
you know?
but at least you're honest. And you say that, hey, this pulls at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Other people are they're just frivolously out here saying what's on their hearts and not thinking about the logic behind it. I'm for small government. I'm starting to question if other conservatives are actually for small government. It's murder. And you're sanctioning it and arguing that this woman needs it because she's going to face something like rape in her life, which women do in large numbers, but in large they don't. And who's to determine whether it's true or not. I went and looked at the statistics. This is from the Department of Justice. This is on the website. You can look this up yourself. I wanted to know how many false rape allegations that they've had. And they tracked this Midwestern state from 1978 to 1987. And they found that 41 of the total disposed rape cases were officially declared false. Okay? 41%. That's 18 cases out of 45. So, and that's just one small state, one small metropolitan area. I'm sorry. Now, can we scale that to the entire United States of America? You know how many people are falsely reporting these things? How are we going to keep control of this? And does it really stop women from going and deleting their children just because they don't want them? Or are you just finding ways to smooth it over with the public by using specific words to sanction murder on alive children, within the womb? That's how I'm looking at it. I don't want to control what people are doing. But if you can't kill people outside the womb because they're a person and they have rights granted to them, then you can't kill them inside the womb. There is no exception. There's just not. So Trump did what a politician is going to do. He said, I want to win. So here's what we're going to do. Kick it back to the States. He ain't got nothing to say about it no more. It doesn't matter what Trump thinks from this point on because he's kicking it back to the States. I say he played it smart.
Yeah.
But there's a deeper conversation that people aren't willing to have.
Yeah.
All I'm saying.
What's funny is the posts that are going on the left. I thought I screenshotted some of them. So we have Joe Biden. Trump did this with a picture of Trump pointing.
That.
It's saying Arizona Supreme Court rules a near total abortion ban from 1854 is enforceable. Then you have Kamala Harris. Arizona just rolled back the clock to a time before women were even allowed allowed the right to vote. There's only one person responsible, Donald Trump.
He's saying kick it back to the States.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton. This near total abortion ban with no exceptions for rape or incest is brought to you by she can't even spell, is brought to you by Donald Trump.
Burrow.
But okay, what I want people to see is this is the thing, okay? Rather than us arguing our opinion, which is why I don't get on and argue my opinion about this or about race, okay? Because these two particular topics are very sensitive to people, okay? We get nowhere arguing. Is that for me? What the fuck?
No, it was for Kamala.
It's like, geez. Wait, listen, we get nowhere. We get absolutely nowhere in fighting ourselves about this. Because while we are doing that, that's what the left is doing. They're making posts to confuse people who don't know any better, going, this is Trump's fault. This is Trump's fault. He's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. What needs to happen is that we need to focus more on fighting culture, the culture of baby mamas who want to sleep around their birth control. Okay. We need to fight that culture. We need to fight the culture of men who go around spreading their seeds inside women who are just going to go and have their baby sucked out. Okay. We need to fight that, because fighting each other and fighting Trump is going to get us nowhere. Mm-hmm. We need to attack the culture. Yeah. That's what I think.
Humanity needs to reset. We got that when he flooded the earth, and then they came right back. It's just human. It's human nature.
The eclipse was supposed to reset us. What happened?
Somebody told me the Saints was going up yonder. I still see a lot of people here. So
yeah, the eclipse was really cool, by the way. I forgot to talk about that. Well, let me show you guys. Oh, is this for you? Is this something you want to bring up? Oh, the Arizona abortion.
This was the Arizona and what they ruled on, the Arizona Supreme Court.
Okay, go ahead.
It says that Physicians are now on notice that all abortions except those necessary to save a woman's life are illegal. So there's the ambiguous aspect of the bill. There's the ambiguity. What is classified as saving a woman's life? Because this is now what Democrats are going to argue. Well, abortion for a rape victim could be saving her life. Because what if she wants to go blam herself and then take herself out? We didn't save a life. Guarantee you that's what they're going to argue. They're going to argue the language in here, and ambiguity will be used for the phrase to save a woman's life. Period.
Yeah. And now they're pushing around an article. I can't remember her name, but there was a woman who forgoed her cancer treatments because she was pregnant and had the baby, and then she died. So now they're pushing that around because she didn't get her cancer treatments while she was pregnant, right? I think that's terrible, right? Because think about it this way. Like, what if her only purpose in life was to bring that child into the world? Like, I truly believe that, you guys. Like, you know, sometimes like when people
Why are we frozen? Am I frozen or is she frozen? Do you guys still see me? Am I here? What happened? Oh my God. She's freezing. Okay. I was sitting here quiet. Like she just went out. What is going on? Well,
right.
I don't know what she was. Are you back?
Yeah, we're back. Were you? Was it just me?
No, you were completely frozen for me and frozen for the rest of the audience. So you cut off, and we have no clue what you said after that.
I stopped talking, but all I said was, you know,
you just froze again.
I believe every one of us has a purpose. And sometimes when mothers die bringing their children into this world, I think it's because their only purpose was to bring that child into this world. You know, so, and even Trump himself, when I read to you some of his stance changes on this subject, he actually changed his stance on this subject, I think in 2017, because he knew somebody who was told to get an abortion because something was wrong with the pregnancy. And Trump said they ended up having the baby and the baby was great. And that's what made him change his stance. You know, the baby grew up to be this great person. So I don't know. Yeah. Are we ready for that list yet? I want to show you guys. This. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So on October 24th, 1999, obviously this is well before he was president, he said he was very pro-choice, Trump said. Okay. He said he hates the concept of abortion, but still believes in choice. In August 6, 2015, he made remarks, and this is where I said he kind of quoted Ronald Reagan.
She keeps pausing. She keeps pausing. You keep pausing. Are you there? Y'all got money over there? Oh, she left. She did. She froze again. I don't know what's going on. But I'm assuming she's restarting her browser so she can come back and discuss a few things. I don't want to move on from her topic. This is not like Mo. What's going on? I know. Usually I have usually it's me having the technical difficulties. Are you back?
I'm so annoyed.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, I refreshed. Let's see if that works.
Okay. I started singing and humming, and then I saw your face, and I was like, she probably hears me, and she's like, what the fuck is this girl doing?
Dude, what's weird is like the comment section, it like
Yeah.
went back to the beginning of the show.
Huh.
That's weird. Okay. So let me finish sharing with you guys all this nonsense and then we'll get on to the entertainment. All right. So on March of 2016, as he started to begin his approach on his presidential nomination, Trump said, Planned Parenthood has done very good work for millions of women, but we're not going to allow and we're not going to fund as long as you have the abortion going on at Planned Parenthood. We understand that, and I've said it loud and clear. We'll see what happens. He continued, but I've had thousands of letters from women that have been helped. That wasn't a setup. This was people writing letters. March 30th, 2016, during a televised town hall with Chris Matthews, asked Trump if women seek an abortion, should they face repercussions? And he said there has to be some form of punishment. Trump said during the event. Can you imagine that? For the woman,
She froze again. I'm guessing it's the internet.
I'm guessing it's
the troubleshoot.
Oh, yeah. Back. No, I'm just gonna stop talking about this. You know what, you guys? Fuck it.
Why would you stop?
Because I think that they don't want us to talk about this.
It doesn't show Trump in a good light. Why wouldn't they want us to talk about it?
I know. Anyways,
it shows him as a flip-flopper, even though he's not. He's a classic liberal. It's
okay. He's a flip-flopper. Listen. Link, DM me if you want the link. And I'll shoot it over to you. But point being, in the last 25 years, he's changed his mind 13 times. Okay?
13.
Which he has every right to do, because let's not forget that Trump was admittedly a Democrat once upon a time.
People get so mad.
See, ever since I stopped talking, now that I've like stopped sharing that article, I'm perfectly fine now. Isn't that funny? Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny?
Did you see the internet and the conservative movement is upset with the Hodge twins?
About what? What did they do now?
You didn't see the video that's going crazy?
No.
Oh, hold on.
Show it to me.
They were making jokes about the ooze in the tunnels.
This is about as tacky as when those juices come out of the damn street, out of the subway. Well, not out of the subway, out of the sewer system. Yeah. Hey, I wonder why all them damn Jews was in the sewer system like that, with mattresses. Y'all have any comments on that? Y'all know Christ is king, right? Christ is king. Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah. You probably I bet you Jewish people offended by Easter. Yeah, they don't like when he came back. He coming back again, too. Hey, look at these comments. Pastor, man, I'm just going to hold it, Key. No, it's fine. No, it looks crazy. It looks tacky. Oh, man, that looks tacky. It looks tacky, man. Yeah. There you go. Come back here, Key. Gotta come back on. Gotta come back on. Gotta come back on. Oh, you gotta come back on. You gotta come back on. Yeah, there you go.
That's so dumb.
Good right there. I got the flag. All we need is a cross right there, and then put Christ as king. Yeah, to piss off the Jews. Yeah. Hey, y'all gotta give it to them Jews. They got some big balls, especially to be in the conservative movement. Yeah. Hey, man, that's crazy, man. How they parted ways, Candace and Daily Wire. Mm-hmm. Candace talked all that shit about Negroes. Right? Women, trash Negroes. Put them in that spot. Yeah. Rightfully so.
Well, they need to be checked.
They need to be checked. I check my people all the time. But as soon as you criticize a damn Jew, it's a problem.
Now, wait a minute.
They're so funny. Oh, gosh.
This is where that bitterness comes in. It's okay.
Say
The Hodge
it.
twins are catching flack. They're catching flack for this. People are getting upset that they're calling out an obvious, and they're making fun of the Jews. If you look at these comments, this is Defiant Baptist. One of the things I hate about the Republican Party in the age of Trump is how we're supposed to play pretend. In this case, we're supposed to pretend that Candace didn't want to get fired by the Daily Wire, and that she didn't shill openly for Hamas and spread their propaganda. That she co-opted Christ is King and America First in order to talk crap about Israel. What in the mental gymnastics is that shit?
Listen, I'm a Jew, and I even found that funny. Okay. Do y'all not realize that I hope people know this, the Hodge twins, that yes, they do have a podcast, but do you know that they like tour around the world and do comedy shows? So technically they should be exempt from even being criticized for this because they're comedians. And
apparently,
truth be told, they spit total facts. Okay.
What in the world? So here's a receipt that this guy is saying he's providing.
I love this guy. I love this interview.
This is Candace pushing Hamas propaganda.
We were told we had to deny them fuel for the incubators because of that Hamas.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
Because of that Hamas command and control center. That's the reason that was given. That's why we denied the fuel for the incubators. A lie upon a lie upon a lie upon a lie. Do you know what my last book consists of? Chronicling across 450 pages the lies and lies and lies about Gaza.
Apparently, talking about the alternative outside of mainstream is propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
I like to bring this up because this is exactly what we used to call out as conservatives. I don't know if you remember those times, the golden era of conservatives actually being objective and impartial with their opinions.
Those were the good
about
old
how
days.
Right, how it would come a time where the truth will be labeled as propaganda. This is why I wore the shirt today.
Yeah.
This is why I wore it. Listen, truth is the new hate speech.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? You can't even talk about, hey, Israel might not be right on this, guys. Check this out. Propaganda, pro-Hamas, immediately.
I miss those days. That's why I haven't gone live with anybody, because we used to do some fun conversations.
Look where we are. Isn't that scary though? That's 4 years, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
In 4 years.
Yeah.
Conservatives have conformed. All they had to do was pick up something that they really tokenized, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like cognitive dissonance. It's like a mirror. There's a mirror facing this side right now, and we don't even recognize it.
Yeah.
Crazy. It makes me sad.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I think people got so lost in their obsession for Trump that they forgot who they were.
Maybe.
It's
got to be something, because
I hate to blame Trump, but I blame the people that are obsessed. I don't think it's Trump's fault. I think anybody
who's been watching us for a few years, and you're back in 2020, 2019, you guys saw all the lives we were hosting.
Mm-hmm.
It's
mad
now.
Till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, my time sometimes.
It's hella different. Why is the question?
We were the reason they implemented time limits on lives, because that shit did not exist. Okay. And then all of a sudden it was like, you're running out of time for your life. We were like down to like, they would only allow us to have like hour-long debates because they just did not want us to talk. Good old days.
Well, just think about it, you guys. I saw that, and that made me want to talk about the good days where you can like the truth, man. Like, you can't talk about the truth nowhere anymore.
No.
That makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Makes me really sad. We gotta do
it.
Better.
Is really sad. It is really sad. And like being a Jew and all, like it makes if y'all are new to the show, by the way, I'm a Jew. Okay. And even I'm okay with this discussion. figure.
This is the equivalent of I'm black. They're not racist.
I'm black too. I'm a black Puerto Rican Jew is what I am. You want to fight me on it? I'll bring you my
23andMe.
my DNA test. All right, guys. So let's talk about the Diddy list. The Diddy list. All right. So this has been floating around the internet everywhere. Like I have gotten so many of y'all because y'all know that we like to talk about the Diddy situation. And you guys have been sending this to me. And I'm like, I've seen it. Okay. First, it says Diddy isn't going down by himself, calls out a list of people that are associated and wants them to reach out. Okay. And the reason why they say they wants him to reach out is because at the end, and I'm not going to play this whole video, but at the end you hear him say, if they don't call me. Okay. So he's holding his son on his lap. Okay. So let's listen to what he has to say for a little bit and then we'll talk about it.
Drake, Oprah, J-Lo, A-Rod, Will Smith, Alicia Keys, Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg, Snoop, DJ Khaled, Swiss Beats.
All right, so he goes on and on. I'll mute it so you guys can see the names, okay, as he's listing them. So everybody's like, this is the list. He's got his own Epstein list, okay? Two things. Number one, notice the very convenient placement of this caption, okay? What it's covering up is the brace on his leg. If you could see that there's a brace on his leg, you would know that this was from back a couple years ago when he hurt his leg. And he's got his son who is no longer this age anymore. Okay. So you people are idiots because this little boy is now quite a few years older. And what he's actually announcing is a birthday party invite list. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. So
They tried it.
They tried it. They even put some nice, emotional music to just like really get you feeling like, oh gosh, it's the end. Diddy's like revealing everybody's name and all this other stuff. Come on, guys.
See?
I mean, as much as I wanted it to be true,
It's not. It's just not.
Yeah. Yeah. Now let's go on to the next myth buster. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw, we could talk about both in a second, but I don't know if you guys saw this video that is circulating. Let's play it here for you guys. So concerned passengers exit plane before flight after woke United pilot has a meltdown. Okay.
Safe, get off the airplane.
This is your captain speaking, okay. But never like this.
I'll stop and we'll fly the airplane. Don't worry, I'm going to let my co-pilot fly it. He's a man. Okay?
It's a total meltdown. The pilot stood it and addressed the passengers over the intercom. Passenger Pam O'Neill couldn't believe what was happening.
She said, let's take a vote. How many of you would like to take off now with me dressed as I am, or would you prefer that I take 10 minutes to get changed into my cute little uniform? Then she started talking about her divorce and political candidates. And the minute she mentioned that, a gentleman stood up and just yelled, whoa, enough, you're scaring me.
Another passenger, Randy Reese, got up to leave and gave a running commentary on social media. Pilot also insulted a couple on board.
Did I offend you? Okay, so did I purposely offend you? I did. The answer is yes. Flight attendants, please disarm doors.
After 20 passengers insisted on getting off the United Airlines flight, the pilot quietly left the aircraft.
Okay, if you don't feel safe, get off the airplane.
All right. So that's the video that's been circulating around, and people are like, oh my gosh, this is a result of DEI.
No, she's white.
No, she's white, but this happened back in 2017.
Old.
It's old. You guys were had again. So just be careful, people. Be careful. What you see online is not true. I can't tell. Like, TikTok is really scaring me, you guys, because you guys send me a lot of stuff. They send me a lot of TikTok videos, and I'm just like, the first thing I do is I go and research the topic. And if you guys go and research whatever the topic is, you can find the answer of how old and how recent this video actually is. But this is not a result.
Fact check anything? Do people fact check anything anymore? I feel like that's like a lost art. Nobody checks. They just, my bias is confirmed. Share.
Yeah. I don't. A lot of the people are like, oh, Monique, you don't post anymore. It's because I fact check. And half the shit I fact check nowadays turns out to be bullshit. And then I'm like, well, I can't post it. So
yeah. Just playing it smart, guys. It's called paying attention to what you're posting and not being clickbait happy. Like, dang. That just shows that you don't care about likes and all that. Just put out the truth and leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, and what makes that post even more funny is the people that are like, this is a result of DEI. Just FYI, DEI actually existed back then too. So, but you guys just weren't made aware of it via social media. So.
Bro, DEI has been around because DEI is literally the Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So what are you upset about?
Yeah.
Like you said, the news on either side didn't tell you what to think. Therefore, you didn't think. The only thing you should be bothered by is the fact that they're allowing mentally insane people to work anywhere near the FAA. Like,
yeah.
Are we not worried about school shooters anymore? What if one of these crazy motherfuckers get mad and become a disgruntled employee and decides to just blam blam? Shoot it. Like, come on, man. I can't say that on here. There's so many things you can't say on YouTube. It's ridiculous.
I know. It's like we just have to sit here
and look.
Good thing I'm
about blam blams. You and this Jew.
Good thing
Since we're talking about blam blams, that's a new word that I'm using instead of saying the actual word. I wanted to bring this story back up. Do you guys remember the high school shooter where his parents bought him a gun despite knowing that he had something going on upstairs? Well, they've officially been sentenced to prison after involuntary manslaughter convictions.
Wow.
Yeah. They were sentenced to 10 to 15 years in prison, and they were both convicted of 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter in the connection with the 2021 deadly shooting at Oxford High. Jurors decide that both parents who were tried separately were accountable for their son's actions by failing to take steps to prevent the shooting. This was a conversation that kind of went up and down, back and forth, because people were like, well, why should the parents be held accountable for what the kid did? When you give your son a blam blam, knowing that he's got something going on upstairs, you do become liable. It's a slippery slope. It absolutely is. I agree. But in this case, I don't disagree with the sentencing.
Yeah.
I don't
remember. I mean, I remember us talking about this. I don't remember where we stood at the time on this subject.
I don't know.
I want to say I was like the parents are at fault. Not fully at fault, but they should be held responsible.
Yeah, for something. Here's a few statements from some of the parents and the victim impact statements. Somebody said, while you were purchasing a gun for your son and leaving it unlocked, I was helping her finish her college essay. It's just, it's sad, but I don't think the kids who were killed, there was 4 or 5 students killed, and one of them just so happened to be a young lady.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You know, there was a weird story, and I don't know if it's a recent story or not, but I saw it like when I was on TikTok and it was like some parents that like found their son had like a head in the same, like in a bag in his closet or something like that, like a human head. And the video that I saw on TikTok was like the police video, and they were like approaching the
I
house.
gotta change the baby.
Yeah, they were approaching the house. The police were approaching the house, and the parents were outside, and they were like, "Our son has a human head in the closet," and the mom was like distraught. And I'm just like, the guy that had the human head, he was like literally standing outside, and the officers asked him, "So why did your parents call us out here today?" And he's like, "Well, because they found something." What'd they find? A human head. That's like exactly how he said it. It was crazy. And I was just like, okay, as a parent, I don't know how you don't know that your kid, and this was not like a little kid. He was like if not in his late teen years, in his early 20s, but I don't know how you don't realize there's something off. You know what I mean? Especially that they have a human head in their closet. Like, how nasty is your house that you didn't know? Okay. I don't know. All right. Well, while Soonie changes the baby's speaking of Diddy, while Soonie changes the baby's diaper. So I don't know, did you guys hear? Now, this is a legit story because I actually went and watched the whole police interrogation. But did you guys hear about the alleged P. Diddy sex slave that him and Cassie had? Remember in the Cassie documents, she had made mention that they would hire men to basically have sex with her and Diddy would watch, right? Well, somebody dragged up an old video from 2018 where a man named Jonathan Odie spoke about his dealings with Diddy and Cassie when he was detained by the police. Because why this guy was detained by the police is because he actually tried to shoot up the Donald Trump hotel in Miami, Florida. I think it was like the Hotel Doral or something like that. Anyways, this is a little clip from the interview that he gave police, and I watched the whole thing. And it was wild, you guys. I go look this up and watch it if the Diddy thing interests you, but take a listen here. He was a sex slave. If you guys want to watch the whole video that ABL has, that was a good video too. He does like kind of like a breakdown of it, but he basically says he was a sex slave. Okay. And he goes into like extreme detail on everything from drinking liquid cocaine to having sex with Cassie while Diddy was like just sitting there pleasuring himself or working while they were having sex. And he was just sitting there in the room. It was so freaking crazy. Okay. I was blown away by that. Anyways. All right. I'm going to set up this next story. We'll replay it when Soonie comes in. But I wanted to talk about this video that surfaced today. And basically it was hold on one second. It was a video put out by Sound Investigations. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add this here so we can read here. But it says CIA officer, former FBI boasts, quote, can put anyone in jail, set them up. We call it a nudge. FBI, quote, did what we wanted with Alex Jones at Real Alex Jones, took his money away, chopped his legs off. He estimates 20 undercover FBI agents at J6, works with some of them now at the CIA. Okay. So this is the video that came out. We're going to let you guys listen to this. Oh, cool. Soonie's back. So here's the video and then we'll talk about it because Alex Jones actually spoke about it also. Nope. I'm not sharing audio. Wish it would just automatically share audio. Like what scenario would you not?
I don't know why yours doesn't.
Mine doesn't. Okay.
You can kind of put anyone in jail if you know what to do.
How?
You set them up.
Does the Bureau practice entrapment a lot?
Yeah, we get really close. We call it a nudge.
A nudge.
A nudge. Sometimes you just gotta give them a quick little, just to see what happens. Sometimes you like to fuse and just wait for it to follow. Nothing like putting on a fake social media thing to like really get people mad.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so we were after him.
You are?
We did what we wanted.
Which was what?
Took his money away, chopped his legs off.
Yowza. So here's what Alex Jones said.
And admitting all of this.
On
but now
what the hell? Here's what Alex Jones said. I hate this guy, Benny, whatever his fucking name is. I don't like this guy at all.
Benny
but
Johnson.
Benny Johnson. I can't stand him. If you follow him for news, please don't. He's paid. Okay. All right. Here we go.
That this has come out. This is a FBI agent, a CIA boss. He's a contract manager over large contract operations. That's a boss. That's like a mini section chief, saying all of this and admitting all of this like it's no big deal. He needs to be subpoenaed by Congress. I am planning to launch a lawsuit against the CIA and the FBI. We have to bring all this out. And right as my bankruptcy comes to a close and right as all this stuff's being finalized, it's really God working here that this came out at this time.
You just said you were planning on suing the federal government. What would a Alex Jones versus the U.S. government look like?
Well, I'm talking to different law firms right now that specialize in this. When I get off the feed with you, I'm going to get back on the phone with the lawyers. It's obviously a civil rights violation. It's a government racketeering operation using cutouts. And look, I mean, they come after my mother, my father, my wife. In these mediations, they've said, listen, just come out against the Second Amendment and we'll drop all this. I mean, they've done that repeatedly. They've even said, listen, we're a mafia and there's nothing you can do to stop us, to my face, in front of my lawyer, in front of Norm Pattis. And so they're very arrogant. I mean, these are the sellouts. These are the traitors. These are the people that really love being under the corrupt FBI's wings, under the CIA's wings. They get a thrill. They get to go out and persecute fellow Americans, lie about them, say all these horrible things, and then say you said it, steal your identity, silence you so they can all pile in on you, make movies about themselves with judges and flash bulbs, and oh, we're so great. We went out and got the big Goliath. No, you guys are the Goliath. I'm the David. You misrepresented what I did to make me a monster, and it's backfired.
So when you say you're going to file a civil rights lawsuit against the government over this, this is something you've clearly talked about. You've retained counsel on this. Would you go on First Amendment grounds that they eliminated your right to free speech, that the right to a free press? And it seems like so much of what you do is, of course, crystallized in the First Amendment first for a reason.
I've been talking to 4 different law firms, and I'm literally supposed to be on with one of them 5 minutes ago. I will come back with you tomorrow. I'll come back with you today. I love your show. It's huge. But absolutely, I've got to get the wheels on this thing rolling. I mean, we've got a lot of options. But again, it's not for me. It's about to put it out in court and show the evidence and then drag them out in the light with discovery and show what they've really done. And it's about congressional hearings, and it's about stopping these rogue agencies that have become domestic KGB operations. And if Elon Musk wants to help me, I know he's been backing a lot of lawsuits, out there for freedom. I would love to see the truth came out, because when I told him in that 2.5-hour interview we did 3-4 months ago with Mario Default.
Anyways, really, you think nothing is going to come of this? Okay.
No, that's why I was going to say, I'm sorry if people get mad at me, but this is a thought that just popped into my mind. Is Project Veritas or any of these other, like, quote unquote whistleblower organizations, are they just controlled opposition to where they put out what they say, what the government says they can put out, just to remain? It's kind of like what is it called? Counterintelligence?
A PSYOP, like a PSYOP?
Yes, a PSYOP. Q is a big counterintelligence program, in my personal opinion. Not program, mission. Because all these people are being exposed. Facebook was exposed, Instagram, Twitter, Jack Dorsey, all these people, they all had their Project Veritas moment, and James O'Keefe came out and exposed them. But then the government does nothing.
Nothing. Like, please, if we're wrong and there is one Project Veritas expose that has resulted in anything major, please let us know.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a Project Veritas, but it was very Project Veritas-esque.
Yeah.
But listen, I used to say, like, before they took Alex Jones down off of Twitter, okay, before all that happened, before the Sandy Hook stuff happened, I used to always say, out of everybody that they have taken down, because remember they would take down Trump and they took down all these other people, right? Alex Jones was thriving, okay, saying whatever he wanted to say, and people were like, dude, Alex Jones says some really like credible shit. Whatever he says seems to always pan out. And yes, I agree with you. It does. My question always is why is that? My question always was, if he is always right, why are they allowing him to keep having a platform? And it wasn't until the Sandy Hook thing happened and that all went to trial that then they took him down. So I always used to ask, like, what makes Alex Jones able to keep his platform running when everybody else was getting taken down?
Yeah, why isn't he arrested? Like, why is he not arrested for all the secrets that he's put out? And Julian Assange is in jail right now. Because if you think about, if you've been watching Alex Jones as long as I have, you remember when he exposed Bohemian Grove. And how he somehow snuck in there with this camera and recorded all this. This is how he got big to begin with anyways.
Yeah.
Why is Julian Assange locked up? Why is Edward Snowden still on the run? Why are they like public enemy number 1 and 2? And Project Veritas, James O'Keefe, Alec Jones are able to roam free? I know this is like a massive question that people are going to be like, Soonie, what are you doing?
Valid. It's a valid question.
And I just heard James O'Keefe got exposed. I saw that, but I didn't pay attention to it. What did he get exposed for?
I don't know.
I don't think I was there for that.
I have no clue because I don't even follow Project Veritas. All I know is that he kind of like went off on his own and he started like a Project Veritas like platform where he does like schools to teach people how to like report like Project Veritas, which is even weirder because I feel like that's just a money grab because I've yet to see anybody come out with like these like compelling expose videos. But think about it this way, guys. Like, it doesn't get any bigger than Pizzagate and people exposing literal emails of Obama ordering 34 pizzas to be flown in and hot dogs. Like, who the freaking flies in pizzas and hot dogs? Like, who does that, right? It doesn't get any more expose than people actually releasing emails proving that Hillary burned or acid wash, burned with bleach or whatever it was, servers, okay, to cover up information. Like, if things happen to them, what makes you think that anything is going to happen to this dude who to me seemed like he was gay, and this seemed like some type of gay hookup, and that's why he was talking, because he was gay. He was a gay guy and he can't keep his mouth shut and whatever.
I don't know. It just makes you think.
He was forced out of his own company. Yeah, I remember that. But where was he?
Yeah, but something happened. There was a reason for that. And then it ended up coming out later. Like I said, I never was a really big, like, I watched Project Veritas and I would watch their exposés, but eventually I just kind of stopped watching. So I'm not up to date on that whole debacle. And maybe that's something we can look into and then come back and talk about it. I don't know, but I was just curious.
Okay, I don't know how accurate this is because I've been a time to fact check, but it says James O'Keefe talks exposing corruption at Turning Point event. See, again, like James O'Keefe wasn't the first one to talk about Turning Point.
No.
Soonie
Turning Point is, I actually was. I had the people from Turning Point onto my live, which is how I even came in contact with the Groypers and all that.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. But, again, I don't know. Like, it's a joke. And as much as I love, like, people like Tucker Carlson, for instance, I love Tucker Carlson. I don't want to think that Tucker Carlson is involved in any weird shit. But why does he get a platform? Why does he get all these amazing interviews? How did he get an interview with Putin? How did he get invited to the Kremlin? I don't know. And then he kind of softballed him. I'll just be honest with you.
I don't know, man. Biden's Daughter's Diary was the start of James O'Keefe's demise, but that was out before James O'Keefe covered it.
Yeah, it was in a book. I read it.
I don't know, y'all. These are just questions that I'm asking. Just think about what I'm saying. You don't have to be like, oh, dang, she was right. Just think about what I'm saying. Think about the people who are on the run or arrested, and neither president will pardon them for actually telling the truth on our they're in jail and on the run for telling the truth about what our government is doing. Please just reason with me for 2 seconds, bro. Edward Snowden is in jail for exposing what exactly was the Patriot Act.
Right.
He told what the government was doing, and he's on the run.
And why didn't Trump pardon him when he had the chance? Hello?
Julian Assange is in jail for WikiLeaks. He exposed the war on terror over in Afghanistan and Iran, bro. He's in jail.
Why
Just
didn't Trump
think about
pardon
what
him?
I'm saying.
And why?
Why?
Yes. Why? Listen, I'm starting to think we really are the only truth platform. You know why? Because we have nothing to lose. We have 257 or whatever followers. We got 24 people watching our show. We have nothing to lose. What do we care? We're giving you guys the truth.
Look, how come those two men are locked up and won't let them out? But James O'Keefe is walking free. They got lawsuits against them. Was that just like a warning? Like, hey, you better straighten up and get in line. like what is this?
How come
What is
Diddy hasn't
this?
been arrested yet? How come Ghislaine Maxwell's still out living her best life in jail? Meanwhile, Jeffrey Epstein's dead.
Jeffrey Epstein is gone.
And what happened to that Obama chef? Because they really just let that go by the wayside.
Here you go with that Safari Campbell situation.
I'm just
I know his
saying.
name and I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions, okay? I'm asking why is Dr. Phil able to openly talk about this Hamas-Israel situation and his shit doesn't get shut down? In fact, he got built a whole new studio and a whole new platform. Why? Question the players. Right? Question the players. I'm just saying.
You're right. I just want to know. We want to know. We want to know.
We want to know.
Justice for Edward Snowden and just for Julian Assange. They're in jail for telling on the government.
Yeah. Basically.
Trying to charge these folks with treason. Listen, he told what y'all was doing to the citizens.
And where's Ruby?
Where's Ruby?
And how come we haven't heard nothing about what's her name over in Georgia? I mean, we know what happened,
Fanny?
but like, why is she still in her job?
Why they still there? This what I mean. Candace better come out
And blow the lid.
all of this out. You better. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna need you to come out. You're taking too long. We need
Candace. Let's just put
bang.
let me just put it to you this way, okay? Your invitation to the barbecue is about to go in the mail, but the Black community will quickly retract it if you don't come correct, okay? And this is the Black side of me talking now, okay? Not the Jewish side of me. This is the Black side. Oh, man. Okay. What's up, girl? She's so funny right now. When you had her, when you had your whole face in her hand, it like really showed how tiny her face was, or how big of a hand you have. Put your hand on her face. Look at that. It covers like her whole face. Oh, she's so cute.
Having fun.
All right. Let me tell y'all what's going on in California. So California fast food workers minimum wage win stirs up economic debate. So as fast food workers celebrated this, a pivotal wage increase to $20 an hour in California. An old economic debate was awakened by business groups and others claiming that increase will wind up hurting workers through reduced hours and layoffs, hurt customers with price hikes, and harm the franchise owners of the fast food. So they have already brought an increase to the food. Like people are looking at like $20 Big Mac meals, Burger King meals. Like I don't know how y'all gonna remain fat, okay, at those prices.
Ooh. Is this
what?
Is this like Bill Gates' attempt to come in and save the day and offer bug meat to everybody since they can't afford?
Probably.
What if he starts offering the fast food chain roach and bug meat?
Yeah. It's gonna be like China street dog.
because they're going to start losing money due to people no longer buying their $20 Big Macs. And they're going to have an alternative. Listen, I don't know what's going on with my brain today, but that whole conversation just unlocked a fucking cheat code.
A cheat code. All right. So this went into effect April 1st. Okay. Pizza Hut franchises in California have laid off more than 1,000 delivery drivers and employees and rely now on gig delivery drivers like Uber Eats and whatnot. So now those people are going to be delivering your food out there. The weird thing about it is, so my goddaughter, she works at a restaurant in San Diego. Okay. Not a fast food restaurant, but she works at a like chain restaurant. She worked her shift last week, got home. Okay. Like at the end of everybody's shift, because she closed, all the employees got home and all received a letter from the restaurant saying, thank you for your years of service. She worked there some 11 years. But we are closing our doors effective immediately. Like, what?
Dang.
Yeah. Like, I think that this type of thing is just going to hurt a lot of people.
It is. But what if that's what they want? So
that is
they
exactly
can lower
what
the
they
prices? Want. Like, they're going to lower the prices to all these places. And it's still going to be automated. So they're not going to have to pay their employees much.
Yep.
And they're just going to, they're going to start offering us bug meat. I'm not even playing. We're gonna be eating roaches, fried cockroach,
Ew.
baked chicken nuggets made of roaches and ants and flies.
Ew. I'm glad I'm not addicted to fast food.
You know,
I don't need it.
I've had a Big Mac a handful of times in my life, and I do not understand the appeal. I don't get it. That's just too much bread and too much burger in one setting. Well, I can barely do a Whopper Junior.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's not that I don't like it. Like, every once in a while, I don't mind going to go get fast food. I'm just not like, some people are literally like addicted to fast food, or they don't cook. So like, you know, like I'm the type of person, like when I get fast food, it's like we have nowhere to stop. Like we have no time to cook, or we're going, you know, we're like on a road trip or something and we have to eat it.
Yep.
But
Even
it's
then,
not
sometimes we'll pack something in the car.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but you know, it's definitely done on purpose. They're trying to cripple the middle class. We already know that. And they're definitely trying to even more so cripple the lower class. So you guys have to be dependent on government people saying, oh, we'll offer you checks, we'll offer you money, you know, depend on us, make the government your daddy, your sugar daddy. That's what they want, you know? So to you people who work in minimum wage jobs, just know these were not intended to be lifelong jobs. Like you weren't supposed to be 45 and 50 years old working at a fast food joint. That was meant for high school students as starter jobs, not lifelong careers. Yeah. Exactly.
Man, when I started seeing older people at McDonald's, I was like, what the heck? It's supposed to be a place for teens to go and work and be able to interact with their other peers. Now I can see if there's an older person, right, and they're in retirement and they just want something to do. So they're like, hey, let me go pick up a few hours at McDonald's. That's fine to me. But 30-something-year-old people working as managers at McDonald's, talking about the benefits they get, that's legit embarrassing. Like the decline in society is alarming to me.
Yeah.
I never really, like, I paid attention to it. Hey, what's the matter?
She's like, what?
Okay. But when you start to pay attention to it, I think it's because of like my kids too. Your kids are older. So you've kind of prepared them for life and they're about to go off and do their own thing. It's to the point where like, I don't even want my kids to go work because who are they introduced to?
Yeah.
Like who's working there? All these I'm talking about all these like old ass adults.
Yeah.
Working these manager positions at 30, mid 30s, man. Like that's the pinnacle. That's the height of your success. That's what you will leave this earth as, is working at freaking McDonald's.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. It really
Yeah.
does. It makes me lose hope in humanity sometimes.
I know. It is
I don't
really
get it.
sad. It is really sad. And you see a lot of older people working in fast food now because they have crippled them in the sense that these people have run out of Social Security, right? Or they don't have the retirement money that they used to have, and everything's more expensive. So now these people at 70 and 80 years old have to get up and go to work at fast food joints to be able to make ends meet, which is really, really sad. So yeah.
Crazy.
Did you have a story you wanted to share before I get into Dawn Stanley?
Yeah, I'll try to send it. I think I sent it to you, but I'll try to send it again. It's a video of Kyla Pratt talking about her birthing experience and how she knew specific things happened to her. And I just thought it was super interesting that she was able to come to this conclusion with no evidence. I just sent it right now in WhatsApp.
Okay, gotcha. Let me share.
She chilling, bro.
She's so cute. All right, here it is. Kyla Pratt opens up about dealing with a dismissive nurse and advocating for herself while giving birth.
A second pregnancy, I went into labor early and being in the hospital, and I told the nurse there that I was having contractions, and she looked at the machine and she said, "No, you weren't." And I said, "Yes, I am. I've done this before. Go get my doctor." And luckily, standing up for myself in that moment, my daughter is here now because she went to get my doctor. My doctor said, "Oh, you're 6 centimeters dilated. Now we have to do an emergency C-section."
Wow.
But because I was so small, it wasn't showing up on the machine. And in that moment, I didn't really recognize when people weren't listening to me because I was young, because I'm Black, and because I'm a woman.
Now, how come she just couldn't be a crappy nurse? Why did it have to be because of all the above? Young, Black, and a woman. Like, I don't get it. How you know? Houseway.
My second.
Exactly.
She answered her own question, and not even a question, but she answered her own, like, she cancels out her subconscious, and I don't even think she recognizes it. She says, "I didn't know, in that moment that me standing up for myself was gonna produce this." And then she says, "I was too small for them to pick up the contraction." So the nurse is saying, "No, you're not." And she's looking at the chart because it's not picking up a contraction. Now, I will admit that her not listening to you say, "Hey, I'm having a contraction." Yeah, okay, that's kind of crappy.
Right.
Why wouldn't you listen? But she wasn't saying, "No, you're not." Because she's like, look at this Black woman here. She's going to lie about her pain. I know she's lying and she doesn't feel a contraction at all because it's not showing up on the sheet.
Yeah.
What? How do you know?
I don't know. And why is it always in these little round table dinners that they have?
Always.
Black women sit down for a meal together.
Talking about how they know, but don't really know, and then answering their own questions. You were too small to pick up a contraction on the machine. It had nothing to do with, first of all, being heard as a woman. Number one, only women give birth. So you could not have been ignored because you were a woman. The only two options that you have are, the only option left over is that you're Black, because young women have babies all the time. What are you talking about?
Yeah. There's a lot of factors. What if she was like a new ultrasound, whatever it is, technician, and she put the strap, because she says nurse, but typically a nurse doesn't like always do that. Like sometimes it's just like a technician that comes in, or somebody that reads those things comes in, and they like strap that little belt around you. And if the belt is not positioned properly, it's not going to do a proper reading. I mean, there's lots that could have happened there.
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
Go to sleep.
Stop with the lies, man.
That video was funny to me. I had to.
Yeah, because she was super serious. Who is that girl?
Kyla Pratt. She played Penny Proud on the Proud Family, and she was also with Flex Alexander on 101.
Oh.
101. She played in Dr. Dolittle. She was Eddie Murphy's daughter.
See?
The one with Raven Simone.
She's very forgettable to me because all those movies you listed, and I
damn.
barely remembered her. So obviously
Kyla Pratt is gonna go down in Black history. I don't care what you say.
Is she?
Yes, every young Black girl wanted to be Kyla Pratt. She was like
I have
the
no
it
idea
girl
who she
outside
is.
of Brandy on TV.
I thought the it girl was what's her name from Friday? Mia Long.
No, that's for older people. I'm talking about my age group. It's Brandy and Kyla Pratt. Yeah,
The
nobody want to be Nia Long.
shade.
She's
The
an
shade.
old. Nia Long is an old battle act now.
Meanwhile, that makes sense why I'm like, who's Kyla Pratt? Because my person was Nia Long. I was like, she's so cute with her little cute short hair in Friday.
Nah, not her. That's too old.
That's so funny.
But you should
All
you
right.
should know Brandy at least, because Brandy and Nia Long are not that many years apart.
Yeah, I know Brandy.
Okay.
Of course I know Brandy. Is she falling asleep right there?
She is.
Oh, sweet little baby. They're so cute when they're like that. I'm
Just
dying.
comfortable.
I could just watch her. Yeah, because she's like literally like in the I'm a fetus position. Oh, she heard that. She was all. All right. Well, let's listen to South Carolina coach Dawn Stanley. Let's see what she had to say.
God, can we put up repeal the 19th for this?
Here's what she said.
Shesky, Outkick coach, you just talked about, what a massive weekend this is obviously for women's basketball, women's sports in general. One of the major issues facing women's sports right now is the discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes, biological males in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
Wait, do you think like she was waiting for the answer to come through her earpiece? She was buying time.
She said, I don't know, maybe.
Because she made some eyes. She made some eyes to the left over there.
I wish you could run it back.
Oh, I'll play it again. Because
Okay.
I wish I could make it bigger, but on Instagram, I can't make this bigger.
Yeah, you can't. It's all good.
You want me to? I'm under the opinion of.
Yeah, this ain't her opinion. I'm just saying right now, she got to say this. I'm just saying that right now. Otherwise, she ain't gonna be coach no more.
Of if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman, and you want to play sports, or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion.
Her inner nigga. This what was going on.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate?
That's your question
in
you
college
want
basketball?
me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that. Yes. So now the barnstorm of people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game, and I'm okay with that. I really am.
Dan's actually.
You ain't got no choice but to be okay with it. Just like you ain't got no choice but to be okay with the trannies.
Her inner nigga was like, Miss Sophia, don't do it, Miss Sophia. Don't do it. Don't do it. She took a sip and she said, let me think. She turned her head twice.
Yeah,
she sucked her lips like she was
moved
tasting
around.
that water and it was extra good.
Looked up to the sky. She did all kinds of stalling. Okay.
Y'all in here making my mouth juicy.
And she drank again. Man. Okay.
See,
so
black folks, man.
Yeah.
You know that's not what you think.
Is she gay? Because she does.
If she is, look, if she took it seemed to me that she had a hard time answering the question. That could be a lot of projection on my end. But I don't think she's believing what she's saying. Or maybe this is just her first time coming out and saying it.
No, I don't think she believes what she was saying. It just, for me, like I didn't get. It didn't scream. Oh, come on! It didn't scream to me. This is your opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't scream. This is your opinion.
It didn't give off that vibe. Usually, because you know when somebody's gonna stand 10 toes.
Right.
10 toes down on something. They're like, yeah, this is what I believe.
It
You took too long to answer a simple question. Should trannies be able to compete with women? Yes or no? You said, I would,
Yeah.
she would have sent me if she would have been slurping the cup.
No, dude. It's giving you coach a team full of women that damn near might be transgendered. So you can't say anything. You know what I mean?
You know what? Oh, cheat code unlocked. You
What,
just,
Brittany?
what if that is the case though? What if she
Yeah.
does have a bunch of transgenders on her team?
Probably. Or she's trying to make it to the big time.
Y'all better look at the roster. NCAA. You better look at that roster.
I don't know. We'll do an
Make
investigation.
sure them
in
is
South
actually
Carolina.
females. Notice I didn't say women's. Because y'all like to twist and turn that word.
Women's.
Women's.
Cons. Obviously, you did not tune into last week's show because we talked. I talked about this. The guys from Fresh.
I talked about it too. Don't do that to me.
Oh, you did? You were here for that? I didn't know if it was after. No, it was
See?
before you left. It was before you
See
left.
how
You
she be
did.
doing me? She's been taking jabs at me.
Soonie, just say it. It's because you're black and you're a woman. Just say it.
It's because I'm young, black, and a woman.
That's right.
This is what it is. Can't get around it.
Well, I responded the way I responded because I'm Jewish and I had to take full credit for everything.
You are truly living up to your Jewness.
I love being a Jew. Let me just tell you, dude, you know how fun it is to like be able to claim Jew privilege and black privilege and Hispanic privilege and female privilege?
You
Dude,
got a lot going for yourself.
I'm a quadruple threat over here. Oh my gosh. Marlandon, no, it's not time for another one. I have no uterus. Okay. It will never be time again.
Whoa.
The time is over. Time is over. It will never come back. You want to be a Jew? Where do you sign up? Go to www.iwannabeajew.com. Enter in how much you make per year. And you must have at least one relative that works in the medical field or in Hollywood. Otherwise, you will be denied.
What?
Oh, I saw this. What is this shit? Interview magazine, man. They be doing the most. She just had a baby.
She's pregnant.
Oh, she ain't had the baby yet. My bad.
So I'm going to have a different opinion on this. You remember when conservatives were licking I said Ariana, my bad. Rihanna's booty cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she's pro-life, guys. That's why she got on the stage and did that. She's pro-life. Look at her. This is a pro-life stance. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now she's coming out and Christians are like, oh, how offensive. Number one, Catholics aren't Christians, so I don't really give a shit if she can mock them all she wants. She's apparently acting very slutty in a nun's outfit.
Right.
And we're supposed to care why. Why?
I don't even care that she's in a nun's outfit. I don't like the way she looks.
Well, she looks very strange. I won't even begin to deny this. This is her interview. Do you remember back in the day opening a magazine and reading a celebrity's interview instead of watching it on TV? You remember that?
Yeah.
I remember doing that. They're bringing it back.
Yeah.
I like
that's good because I would much rather read an article, an interview than watch it on TV.
Yeah, so they asked her a bunch of questions.
See that picture? What is that?
I don't know. This is a Milan fashion magazine.
Dude, Rihanna, like, okay, I think Rihanna's pretty. I think she's a pretty girl. Like, what are you doing? What is this?
I don't know, but everybody's copying Kanye and his titanium grills. Seems like everybody want to copy the anti-Semitic Jew hater.
My dad was upset at this because he has a crush on Rihanna too. He thinks Rihanna's pretty.
I don't know what they were doing with this. I don't know.
It's a little too artsy for me.
Is that art?
It's them trying to do the most.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, how's this an iconic picture? To me, this is just a raggedy ass picture.
Shoot, this looks like a horror movie.
Like, oh god.
And what was the interview? Like, what did she say?
What is this?
What is that? An Ozempic pen? What is that?
I don't know what this is, bro, but it's got a rubber band on the top of it.
Where's the baby bump? I thought she was pregnant.
Who knows when she took these pictures?
Oh Lord.
God, bro. These pictures are just wild to me. Oh man. Somebody said this was somebody asked her, the interviewer asked her, what's your favorite city right now? She said, well, damn, I got different cities for different reasons, right? Wait, your friends are like adults now too? What's their face? The president of France? Like, huh? He asked her about cities. And she says, you know who else are adults? The fucking fans, bro. Wow, totally. They're dead ass having kids with me. They're getting married. And I'm like, but you're 16, right? Then I left them. What? I left them there in my mind, but we're growing up together. It's awesome to see all of our lives evolving at the same time. But what did you say? My friends are older?
What? Dude, that's weird.
I'm not even making this up. This is legit how this is being read, bro. I like LA doctors and teachers, but I like New York for the ability to figure your day out just getting outside. You can do 8 things on the same block. With LA, you really have to know what you're doing before you leave home. Okay, so what's the best part of LA? My
Okay,
gynecologist, truthfully.
What? Okay, they literally like set up makeup artists and hair and a photo shoot and they paid for all that to get this.
What are you afraid of, Rihanna? Actually, I'm afraid of shit. The well-being of your kids. You worry about that constantly. Nobody warns you that having kids means you're going to worry every second of your life. And betrayal, because disappointment is one of the emotions I don't handle well. I feel like I'm allergic to that shit.
Mm.
So this is the interview that everybody feels some type of, not the interview, but the
Yeah, they're, like,
pictures
mocking
have
Catholics.
people kind of pissed off. But I'm like, listen, I'm getting to the point where if it ain't about Jesus, I don't really care. So y'all want to mock Allah? Okay. Just don't mock my Jesus. That's it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes me inconsistent because maybe we shouldn't be mocking any religious figures, but in my opinion, that's putting them on the same level as Christianity in the Bible. And I don't think they exist on the same level.
I mean, I don't think you need to like line up your beliefs next to somebody else's beliefs. Like, let them go hard for what they believe. You don't need to apologize. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Yeah, like I don't understand why a lot of Christians are like, oh, this is horrific. She's a freaking nun. Who cares?
Right.
She didn't dress up as Jesus. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with her dressing up as a nun. I just don't think that
It's
did her
odd
any
though,
good.
right? It's a weird picture to be taking.
It is very weird. But people will immediately say like this is demonic, you know? No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's demonic. I think it's like I said, like a very artsy type, you know, like a very avant-garde type of like photo shoot. But it doesn't do her justice. Like I'm just like, okay, you're trying to be weird for what? Because
Not surprised. The industry is demonic. Of course, Julius posts this. I guess it's just because it's her disregard for anybody's religious belief, and we think they all should be respected if being consistent.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna also be consistent and say I don't care if you offend another religion that isn't mine.
Well, question.
I
Did
don't
she
really care.
say in the article of something about Christians or Catholics?
Nope. Her response was, "This is literally what she said," and I'll show you.
Okay, well, then
Interview
she-
spring 2024 cover. Here, this is on her Twitter. That's all she said.
I mean, maybe she's
What's
like
the
making.
obsession with playing with religious imagery? Like I did.
Maybe she's like, maybe it's like a statement like, I've been a mom, like I've been pregnant for 2 years. People thought got kind of boring and it wasn't going to get sexy again. And now I'm like, I'm showing you different. Here I am in a nun's outfit, tempting you. Look at that shit, man. That's going overboard.
Yeah, but they keep saying this. Y'all don't even respect Christianity. Catholics don't hold the same beliefs that followers of Jesus do. I don't understand why we're conflating the two. So that's my only issue. Is conflating Catholicism with Christianity. Is like, it's weird.
Yeah.
They pray to Mary, bro. Like, huh?
Yeah. We pray to the woman. And then we fuck up multiple times, do whatever we want, act degenerate, and just light a few candles, and it's all forgiven.
Yeah, and you go to another man and confess your sins and ask for that guy to ask for forgiveness for you, and he forgives your sins. Like, huh?
Dude, that used to be so weird when I had to go to confessional when I was in Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
I never took it seriously. Like, it was so odd to me. Sorry, not Catholic
Hey,
school.
shout out to you, Marlandon. Please, everybody, when you order the merch, take a picture and tag us in it so that we can post it up and people can see that we're selling merch. Take a picture of yourself in the merch, man.
There's the link if you want to get some of the merch. TITM merch.myshopify.com.
Yeah, man.
I'll leave it up there. What else we got? Anything else?
Anything else?
I don't think so. It was a pretty slow, other than the Trump stuff, there really was no juicy news.
It was just the Arizona Supreme Court. Here, let's see what's on X. People reacting to Alex Jones suing the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl being her cringe self, talking about.
Did you see that? That's
right.
No, somebody came after her saying that she stole their material.
Well, she did. The new documentary she's coming out with. Exactly. So why are people calling it out now?
I don't know. But I'm like, she's been doing that.
It's free speech stuff. Israel, Gaza. That's literally all that's been in the news, you guys. And I know y'all are tired of hearing about the same thing, which is why I try to bring news that's not really trending like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Michigan shooter, that guy, that court hearing is not trending. There's another story that I found I kind of wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find it. It had something to do with police officers and them beating up a vet. People sent that my way. I don't know what happened. I don't have the context there, but the only other thing was the eclipse.
Yeah. Who experienced like the eclipse from the path of totality like I did, like where it went completely dark? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys saw the eclipse fully, not a partial.
It went dark, like dark outside, like nighttime.
Soonie, it was so cool. Okay, first of all, I was out there from the beginning of the partial eclipse. So like from the moment it started to like move over the sun, right? So I watched it from the very beginning to the very end. And everything from the weather changing, obviously it getting cooler as the sun was covered up, to the birds realizing that or thinking that it was dark. So everything went very quiet like it does at nighttime. The lights coming on buildings and cars and, automatic outdoor lights that come on when it's dark. It was so weird. And then it was just like that, very eerily quiet and dark, completely dark, like it gets at nighttime for 3 minutes. And then all of a sudden it starts to move again. And it's like light. It was so cool. Like, I am so glad I watched it and got to experience it because it really was cool.
Oh, you guys didn't have the first eclipse. I was wondering why people were so fucking
We had
excited.
it partial. We had it partial last time.
Okay.
We weren't in the
So
path
last
of
time I experienced the total eclipse. Okay. I was in North Carolina when the first eclipse happened.
So it was cool, right?
Yeah, I got to experience it. Yeah, it was kind of eerie. It was really
it
weird.
is. Yeah.
Do you know that there is some sort of prophecy about that eclipse that's talking about the direction of the eclipse creating an X on America over
Yeah.
America? Have you heard that?
Yeah, well, that was part of like what we talked about on the last show, or the show before that. I don't know if you were on that show. What this is showing is a possible UFO. Did you see that?
Goddamn UFO.
Did you see it though? I'm gonna try to
I
pause
did.
it.
I came across that.
Let's see. I wish I could pause this shit. Yeah. Everybody's like, I hear that, bruh. See, all you see is a shadow.
Is that Cyrus's video? I feel like I've seen this.
Well, it's all over the place. I'm trying to get a picture of it. Like a still image. I mean, no, it's Matt Wallace. I'll be honest with you, like I couldn't believe there were like planes taking off during the eclipse, which was really weird. So like, I mean, I guess why would
they
it not
stop?
I guess. I don't know, because number one, if I was a pilot, like I would be less I would be wanting to see it, like, you know, and I don't know, like it's just so cool. Yeah, people were all reporting weird stuff.
I know, I saw that, but if you don't have the majority of the country coming out with this experience, I don't believe it, because we can manipulate technology and video so much.
Yeah.
They could have put something up in front of them or behind them, and because the only thing they showed was the ground, they never showed the scene behind them.
Right.
What's behind you? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think that we went from like before the eclipse that the world was going to end, and you know, we covered some of that stuff, like the Nineveh people were the Nineveh people, and we're all going to like burn in flames, and this is the start of God returning because of the earthquakes and the tsunamis and all this other stuff. And people got so wrapped up in that, and now it's, oh my God, we saw a UFO, or we saw swirls on the floor from the eclipse. You know, I personally, like, my dogs were acting crazy the morning of, and then like right after the eclipse, like when the light started to come back, I was like across the street watching it, and I could hear them from across the street, like inside the house. They were all barking and howling and like making weird noises. But honestly, like I haven't met anybody like in real life that experienced anything weird. It's all people said or people heard, or this video was shared. So I don't know. Mad Cow Mark says, I watched the total eclipse back when I was a kid. I wasn't wearing those glasses you all got. Now I'm the only one in my family that doesn't have to wear glasses. What? You don't have to wear glasses? You can stare straight at it? That's weird. Oh, I did see before the eclipse. I will say this is mad chemtrails in the sky, like the planes flying over and making like the chemtrail, you know, and it was like a ton of them right before the eclipse actually started. So that was really weird. But I don't know, like I said to you guys when we covered the kind of conspiracy side of it all, was what am I going to do about it? Like if it is the end, if the X means something, if God is going to return, I ain't going to be able to stop it. So you know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do? It ain't like I can quickly clean up my act or anything and make sure I get in the pearly gates. He knows what's up. Okay. If he comes back tomorrow, it is what it is. Okay. Mo's already set her. I've already set my fate in motion. Yeah.
But you know what I'm thinking about?
Food.
How did you know?
Because you look like you hungry. You're like, because I saw you like, and you're yawning. That's the signs, dude. When you start yawning and you're kind of like making those types of sounds, you're hungry and you just want to eat and go to sleep.
Bruh. I just want some fried tofu with some spicy, sweet garlic sauce and some fried unigiri.
That sounds good.
And then whatever vegetable on the side. It's speaking to me right now.
Do you know what I could go for? Like a medium rare steak with like a baked potato and like a buttery.
That is like way too heavy.
Dude,
just like too
first
heavy.
of all, comment below. My food sounds much better
Whose
than
food
yours.
sounds better?
Tofu. Okay, let me finish though. And I want like one of those yummy like buttery rolls you get from Texas Roadhouse. Yeah. If I was okay, wait, Soonie, if you were gonna have your last meal, okay, this is your last meal, and it could be whatever you want as much as you want, what would it be?
Thanksgiving food.
Really?
And my mom would have to make it, yeah.
Oh, that's
that would
nice.
Be last meal. Or
That's it.
Thanksgiving food, right? Christmas and Thanksgiving food. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Dressing.
Yeah.
I just want some dressing and some of her turkey, some of my aunt's turkey.
Yeah.
So can I just have my family's food for the last meal? That's all I would want.
That's really sweet. Like you want your family's food.
Bro, do you know how bad I miss going to somebody's
The
house
home
and
cooking.
like grabbing a plate? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I take it for granted because I have my mom right here.
Yeah, you do. I can't just go over and be like, hey mom, what you cooking?
Right. Dude, I would have you're nice because you just have like a theme of like a holiday food. I would have like probably 2 different types of pasta. I would have like a loaf of hot French bread with like butter on it. And then I would have Parmesan cheese, like ricotta cheese. Like I would have all my favorite
That
cheeses.
sounds disgusting.
I would have
None
all
of
my
that
favorite
sounds
cheeses.
appealing.
I would have like a big ribeye. And yes, I have my steak medium rare because if you eat it any other way, you're a pussy. What else would I have?
Those is fighting words. I think you need to take that back.
I would have a cherry Coke. Oh, I would have a Chicago deep dish pizza.
What in the world?
Dude, this is just provided that the Lord would bless me with a stomach big enough to handle all this.
Heck no.
Yeah.
You just
Some
say you want a
mashed potatoes.
buffet.
Do
Birdman
some
took it
mashed
right out your
potatoes.
mouth.
Yeah, I want a buffet, but I want a good buffet. Like I don't want some cheap food buffet. Some chicken, some fried chicken, some mashed potatoes. Definitely some collard greens because I love collard greens. Some jalapeno cornbread. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yo. Some oxtails, okay. Smothered oxtails. Yeah. Dude, if it's gonna be my last meal, I just want to go all out.
You want to go out with a bang, huh?
Yeah. And then I want to be able to go to like Baskin Robbins, even though I don't like ice cream that much, but like I want to be able to go to Baskin Robbins and like eat as much of the ice cream there as I possibly can take. And then I'll die.
Listen. I can't wait to be able to go live, y'all.
How much longer do you have?
Until the 18th. I have 9 days until I can go live.
What are you going to go live about? Everything?
I don't know. It's got to be like something crazy though.
Yeah.
Somebody just said, I usually support you, sis, but don't do that here. Black women statistically have the highest mortality rate during and after pregnancy, after delivery. It's scary.
What?
Ma'am,
Who said?
all I want to know is how she knew all this stuff happened to her because she was black.
Right. That's all we asked. So
What'd I do?
basically, somebody was listening and they didn't like that you said that, and now they
What'd
don't
I
support
do?
you.
I don't think they're going to stop supporting me. They're just saying, hey, look, I like you. I love your content, but don't do that. You got to get the black people lingo. You don't understand what I just said?
Don't do that. I bet you anything she don't support you no more. She unfollowed. I bet you anything. Who is
She
it?
didn't though. So let me smack you in the face with some facts. What'd that say?
I can't read that.
It say follow back.
What's the account now that you showed everybody that?
Why? So you can go be a hater? No, I'm not telling you shit.
Ooh, dude, look at these meatloaf cupcakes.
What? Ew.
Oh, wait. I think I have a
With
whole
mashed
food
potatoes and
file.
chives on top. Fucking
Yeah.
Elmo. Come on.
I have a whole food file here. Look at why
Yeah,
is
Luke
Lizzo? Why is
See, I would
Lizzo in
eat
my
that.
food file?
I would
Look
eat
at
that.
this.
That
Ooh,
onion. Go
the
back to that
onion.
onion sandwich.
Why is all my shit corrupt? Oh, dude, this is so when you go to In-N-Out Burger, I tried this by the way. When you go to In-N-Out Burger, you ask for your burger in a grilled onion instead of a bun.
Is that so? She didn't make that herself.
She did make it. She did like a
Oh, okay,
copycat.
okay.
But y'all, if you have an In-N-Out Burger at your place, try this. Okay, so
I'm
get
about
a
to go make
burger
it now.
instead of a bun and just put the onion, a grilled onion.
I don't got no cheese, but I'm
Fire.
cool with that. I don't like cheese.
Fire.
Can
I
you
don't
send
know
that to me? Because
how-
I'm like legit about to go in my kitchen and make that. I'm not even playing.
Yeah. I don't know how my food file got so corrupted. I must have like put stuff in here. Ooh, look at this one, the
What do
fried
you
rice
mean
with shrimp.
corrupted?
Because I have other stuff in there.
I'm about to have a burger with fried rice and shrimp.
Yo.
Can you send that to me as well? Because
I
guess
think
what?
I already have.
You need to send it to me again. Thank you.
What else we
Thank
got?
you.
What's this one? I think I
Look
made
at that
this.
banana pudding.
Salmon
that's
salmon
cheese.
and shrimp Alfredo.
That don't sound right.
You make Alfredo sauce with cream, heavy cream.
There's cheese up in there too. Don't be lying to me.
Right there. It's
Ew,
Parmesan
look at it.
cheese. You
Blech.
can have pasta and not put Parmesan cheese. Look at that. That's like food porn. Oh, that looks so freaking good. Yum. Okay, that's got to be on my last meal. You can't lie.
That's your last meal?
Wait, look at this banana pudding.
Wait a minute.
Look at this banana pudding. Sooney's got a sweet tooth, y'all.
Oh, you putting too much? Girl.
This condensed milk.
I know that's too much. I know how sweet that shit is. What in the world? That just turned me all the way off. I'm done now. Ugh.
You see the hand that's making it. That's why
Black
she put you
folks,
vote.
bro. Y'all do. Ain't this fat. You big. Look at them wrists.
She said, I want diabetes with the side of banana pudding.
That's ridiculous.
Birdman said, send me all those foods. Dude, you guys don't even know. Like I may not be a big girl anymore, but I literally am a fat person in my brain because I fall asleep like watching food videos. or
This
or
is
watching
diabetes.
people
Wait,
eat.
all right. This just took a whole left.
Dude, but you know this shit is good though. You can't even lie.
No, she put cheese
Yo.
butter in it. Nah.
Oh my god, my mouth is watering. Those Chessman cookies are fire.
She put, and you can put caramel on top. That's what in the world?
Oh, I know that's good. What's this one? See, I got another banana.
Listen, that would be like the tip of a spoon, and I'm done. That's too much. That looks like it's too much.
This looks too much too. See, look,
Yes.
look at the account, Black Food Finder.
Why are we so? Look at that big ass. What is wrong with y'all?
Homemade beer batter.
Ew. That don't even look good no more. Why you laughing at me?
Because you're just like, look at how big that thing is. Ooh, look at the jambalaya. Oh. Ooh, look at
Bruh.
these biscuits.
Why they all big as hell? You know what I learned is we are very unhealthy folks.
Oh, these I made these.
Okay, those
honey
are
glazed shrimp
sliders.
deviled
That's
eggs.
fine.
No, these
Oh,
are deviled eggs.
What, shrimp? Oh, nah. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Nah. How about you make all these things when I come back?
I will.
I'm
Oh my
coming
God,
to
my
your
mouth.
house.
Dude, my mouth is watering. French toast sandwich, dude. That looks
What in
bomb.
the
I have. Marlena said, "This is why my stomach will go down. Diabetes take the wheel." Dude, if y'all have some good food accounts, send them my way. Oh wait, okay.
What is that?
Let me show you my favorite. Okay, Dre in Dallas. Anybody follow Dre in Dallas on TikTok? He tries food, okay? And he's so funny. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find one of his videos where he be eating stuff. Because he'll tell, I'm going to go to his TikTok. He'll tell it like it is. On here, I don't think he does a whole lot. All right, let's go to his TikTok. I'm sorry, you guys. This is what's happening right now.
I'm about to leave because I'm hungry.
You can go ahead and step out. Me and the fat people will stay
No, I
behind.
want to see what you about to pull up because it might inspire me to do something else in the kitchen. My husband's gonna be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you? You good?"
Why is this?
I'm about to make everything. And it's only 12, bruh. I got until 3 o'clock to shout down.
Do I got some of
What
his
happened?
videos saved? I don't know. Oh, maybe this isn't his account. Hold on. Dre. Okay, here we go. Why does it do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like the video's right here. Okay.
Ew. Popeye's disgusting.
Whatever you do, don't make me mad.
He's my
Mind
favorite.
your business. This is my Popeyes. I'm mad because they gave me a thigh. Who wants a thigh?
Look,
bruh.
Not me.
He put that whole biscuit in his mouth.
Where's my I was gonna say.
This is how I eat my chicken. I put honey and hot sauce on it.
Okay, so you get you some honey.
This is not new. I've been doing this.
So good though on
yo.
Popeye's chicken.
Chicken. I'm trying to show y'all how to eat good.
Is he gay?
I eat a piece of the thigh.
No.
But I prefer a breast wing and a leg. Then you get you some hot sauce. Oh, thank
Bro,
you.
you do this on fish too. What in the world?
Some hot sauce. And then just a little bit of ketchup.
Ketchup is where he lost me. He puts mustard too.
Popeyes, just a little ketchup. I mean, just a little bit. Not a lot. You see that there? Yeah. If you eat that piece, the back of your knees is black.
He said if you eat that piece, the back of your knees is black. It's so good, dude. I watch his videos all day.
What?
The way you're looking at him.
I sure hope this dirty rice good, cuz. I mean, red beans and rice.
I have to say that ain't Bojangles, pimp. Hold up.
Oh, it smells good. Okay, they had a little seasoning in there. Here, taste this real quick. Thank you, Lord. And it's hot now. It need a little salt. Maybe a tad bit of pepper. Damn.
Dude, I be getting thirsty while he's
Breast
eating.
is the best part of the chicken. Here, take your piece like me. And then you just.
The way he eats is intense. Dude. Soonie, are you disgusted?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Go follow his account. He has 1.1 million
No,
followers.
he's disgusting when he eats. No.
No,
Ugh.
he's amazing. I love him. If you live in Dallas, that is, because like he reviews food in Dallas. So he lives in my hood. Oh man, my mouth is so like juicy right now. I just want some fried chicken.
Soonie looks so disgusting. Sorry.
I know.
It was the way he was eating.
Like Soonie, but you like to watch what's her name? Be Love eat the seafood boils.
And I tell you all the time, there's only but so long.
Did you hear my phone?
Yeah,
It was
it
like
said my name.
I found this on the web for Soonie.
Even her videos, I can't watch it for too long because I can't do that shit.
I love it. But Dave makes fun of me because in real life, I don't want to hear people smacking and like chewing their food and making all those sucking noises. I don't want to hear that in real life.
People should do it just to piss you off. You watch that video.
It will piss me off, but like
that'd be an awesome prank. I know how to get you.
Oh, dude, I would give you like a stank ass look. And if you were doing it, I'd be like, Soonie, I know you're pranking me because I know you don't really do that.
How about the whole restaurant doing it?
Oh, dude, I would be so annoyed.
Somebody help me make that prank happen.
Dude, I wish I could send you a picture of my dog right now because she's literally just like laying on her back. Hold on.
Aw. Doggy.
Oh no, she's not on her back anymore. She's like, I look over there, she's like this. Anyways.
Don't do that. She said, don't do that. Dang.
Don't do that.
I can't even have my own opinion.
Anyways, I think that's
I'm gonna
all
go try
we
that onion
got.
burger with veggie meat.
Okay, send me
I
a
think it's
picture.
gonna be delightful. Yeah, and then I'm gonna use some rice that I have left over and chop that up. My husband's gonna be like, burgers and rice. Where did
Why
they do
not?
that at?
Why not?
Or I
Dude.
can make some homemade French fries.
That's good. Those are always a hit. Here's the proof your phone listens to you. I just got an email from cloggedarteries.com telling me that
Are you serious?
Yeah. Cinnamon. Oh, you can't see it. Cinnamon
No
and
freaking
lemon
way.
water. Drink this to ensure your arteries don't get clogged.
Do it because
I ain't over here eating chicken though. I just ate a
no,
salad.
I'm talking about the guy you was talking about. The Darren in
Oh.
Dallas. He gonna have y'all with the clogged arteries eating all that goddamn Popeyes.
Dre in Dallas. Look.
Oh.
Looky here who it is.
You know what? He watches our show consistently, but doesn't comment because he referenced the show that I did before. Like he was like, I was watching the show. You were talking about this, and I was like, okay, Uncle Sam be watching.
Oh, okay. I bet you there's a lot of people like that.
There's a lot of people that do that for real.
Yeah,
I've noticed
they just
that.
hide. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Somebody said, "Bro, I watch all your stuff. I just don't comment." I'm like, oh, okay.
Well,
I wonder
thank
how
you
you
for all
refrain from commenting because I feel
Right.
compelled to let you know about yourself.
Me too. If I hear some craziness, I'm going to throw my stuff in the comments. But thanks for those of you guys that are silently watching.
We love you.
Sneakily. What up, Cedric? What's going on with Ced? I haven't even seen anything from Ced online.
Ced's been chilling. We talk offline. He had some stuff with his mother going on. He was offline, tending to his mom and taking care of her. So he took a little break, but he is back, and he came back and he was like, "Wow, nothing's changed." And I was like, "Listen, this is social media. It'll
Yeah.
forever be the same.
Forever.
You could leave 2 years and then come back, and people still be doing the same stuff. I don't think it really matters. The internet is a toxic place."
Did we say something about Asian people? Because I'm confused by Carly's comment. She just wants to let us know her husband is Asian.
No, Birdman said you would hate living in Asia because slurping is a sign of your food being good here.
Yeah, it's the same in the Middle East. I get it. If it's appropriate to the culture, I'm fine with it, but it's not here. Anyways. All right, guys.
Dang, I didn't even explain. I'll explain it to you. I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
While I cook this because I want to tell you about the
post.
screenshots I sent you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. We are not doing a show on Friday because
No, we're not. My daughter has a competition and
Okay.
Mo's got some stuff going on, so we'll be back Tuesday.
Yeah.
To have some fun with you, and that'll give the news some time to like be
Sizzle.
entertaining because it's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's got to sizzle a little bit more. We need it. We need the tea piping hot for you guys. Okay, we can't give no lackluster.
And Candice, you better be back for this Ponderosa and this shebang bang because I'm tired of waiting.
Candace, you better get it together, girl. You better get over that pond because Sootie's losing patience.
Like black folks is like TikTok, bitch. Where you at? It's taking too long. And if you coming back with some lackluster stuff, we gonna tell you.
Candace is like, damn, I can't win with y'all. First, you want me to shut up and be quiet. Now you want me to. Remember when I did that short where we were talking about Candace, and you were like, I said, it's no wonder black people are so confused by the black community. I said, because y'all really are confusing. Y'all flip flop quite a bit.
Only when she says crazy things, I'm like, girl, shut it down.
Yeah.
Just sit down. It's all right. But when she's talking, it's like, hurry up. What you doing?
Yeah.
Hurry up. Yes, be on the lookout for that debate. I'm excited to see it because she's going to be arguing from a Christian perspective.
Yeah.
And she actually called out the Holocaust of Christians. I don't hear anybody talk about that. That's like an unspoken thing you don't bring up. But I'm excited for her to get into that and challenge men on all these things.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have this debate. I hope they don't both chicken out and be P words.
Yeah.
You know.
But I want it to be a greasy debate. I do.
Greasy?
Greasy. I want Candace to be greasy. I want Ben to just shut up and take it. And I want a side of Candace that we have never seen. Like for her to put people like, oh damn, I didn't know Candace had all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want it to be like that.
I get it. By the way, these shirts are doing very well. If you guys want to go purchase Jesus is King with the message on the front, I saved this as a surprise for people to be able to see what they're not kind of technically not know what they're getting, but then have a bomb message on the front.
Yeah. I want to see what people look like in this shirt. So if you ordered it, send us a picture to somewhere in the middle Instagram.
Do it, man. Do it. Go get these shirts.
Do it.
You got you one? Well, I can't wait to see your picture in it. A lot of people bought that shirt, for real. I was so grateful to see all those orders come in. I was like, woo!
Awesome.
Praise God.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Loza.
Listen, that's a Ponderosa. We just need to call certain segments of the show and we're going to just have girl talk around the round table. It's a Ponderosa because
a Ponderosa.
He's a show within himself.
Yeah. Dude, first of all, I know nobody saw this video because he took it down, but Soonie, when I tell you he was okay, so the day he went to the hospital, he went live and he was like, yo, okay, this is how it went. It was like, yo, I fasted too long. I fucked up. And like the phone is like facing. So it's like if I put my phone on the ground like this and it's like facing the ceiling, but every now and then I can see like Loza's head popping in and I can hear his mom, telling him not to eat or drink because she's on the phone with 911 and they told him not to eat or drink. And Loza's like, I gotta eat. I fucked up. I fasted too long. I can't even stand. Meanwhile, he's walking around. Okay. Like you see him walking around. Then all of a sudden you can hear in the background, you guys are not going to be able to find this video because he deleted it. In the background, you hear the ambulances. Woo! And he was like, fuck, what's taking so long? Oh, they got to come. And then they get closer and closer and closer. And all of a sudden you can see Loza lay down on the ground. And then he positions the phone. He positions the phone like this because he wants to be on the live. And he's like laying on the ground. And he's like, yo, they're taking too long. And he's like looking. Yeah. And then it cut off when supposedly the ambulance came, but I never heard the ambulance come in the house or anything like that. But
you're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Why didn't you screen record this?
Because I thought he wouldn't get rid of it. He's such like an attention whore that I figured he'd leave it up there. But then when he went live from the hospital, he was like, I got rid of that video because I realized I probably shouldn't have live streamed that. Probably because people were like, bro, what the fuck? Like he got on the floor basically to look more injured or depleted than he really was. So he got to the hospital and the hospital basically told him like, why were you fasting on chemo? Like you're dumb. So, yeah.
Wow. And this was a couple days ago.
5 days. Yeah, he fasted for 5 days.
This was a couple days ago.
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm
y'all,
gonna talk to
okay,
you offline. I can't say what I want to say online.
yes, you can fast, but a fast has to be done properly. Okay. You don't just like starve yourself for 5 days. And Loza was taking things like sea moss and whatever. I mean, I don't care what you say. Like if you're on chemo, hell, you gotta take aspirin with food. What makes you think you can go through chemo and not have to take food? I'm pretty sure the chemo pills probably say take with food. Okay. So anyways, yeah, Soonie and I will talk offline, but there's a little snippety snip. I was in the bathtub, girl, watching this at 7 o'clock in the morning. By the time I was like, Lord, this man.
Welp, y'all. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in with us. We will see you next Tuesday. I gotta go be nosy. Bye.
Bye, guys.
So when you're done getting high, it's over when the party's over.